Hi, this is Rod. This is PhD Talk. So before we look at a couple of tips and ideas, let's look at some qualities you will need to have in order to complete progress through the PhD journey. You will need some background knowledge. Essentially, you should have a strong interest in the field of study you want to pursue. Also, you'll need enthusiasm, lots of it. And you also need to become an explorer of the frontiers of knowledge, much like an entrepreneur does in business. You also need to be an independent thinker and able to investigate an unknown solution to a problem which currently exists out there in the body of research. But nobody has looked for it or simply didn't know the problem even existed. So identifying what that problem is more important than figuring out potential solutions. It's one of the hardest challenges in a PhD. It's the problem, not the solution, which is what you need to focus on. You need to identify a question which is worth answering. You need to know what it's worth. Is it worth answering? Because the answer you need to ask, is the answer new to research? Is it valuable not only to you but also to others? In other words, the answer or solution will significantly contribute to public knowledge. So you need to become an entrepreneurial researcher so you can identify a problem which has not been addressed or answered but has the potential to be answered and is useful to research. Another quality you need to have is regarding your ability to communicate. This is very important. Regardless if you're doing a PhD program on campus or online, you'll need to be able to communicate effectively with your supervisor. So today, in terms of tips, I'm going to share with you 2 areas which you should consider. Here's the first tip. Develop entrepreneurial skills. So let me ask you, are you creative and innovative? Are you an independent thinker? Are you able to focus on one issue? Are you passionate and self-motivated? It's not your supervisor's job to motivate you. They are there to guide you and support you, not to lead you. So as an academic entrepreneur, creativity, innovation, independent thinking, focus and passion and self-motivation are critical entrepreneurial qualities you need to successfully complete your PhD. Do you have those academic entrepreneurial skills? If you don't, simply click on the link below this video right now and contact me either by my website or email address. So here's the second tip. Communication skills with your supervisor. So what do I mean by this? Remember, good communication and also good relationship with your supervisor are critical tools you need to successfully complete your PhD. So in this second tip, I want to share with you some essential info about your supervisor and how you should interact with your supervisor. First, amazingly, your supervisor is human. Really? Yes. Like you, they have their off days. Like you, they have days when nothing goes right. Like you, they are stressed or just cannot cope. So here's the first takeaway. When you communicate with your supervisor, recognize that he or she is just like you, but unlike you, has completed the PhD experience. So every time you communicate with your supervisor, thank them for the support, even if you think they could do more. Believe me, a simple thanks goes a long way. So when your supervisor offers feedback on your work, remember to thank them in writing underneath their comment before you address their comment. I've learned that this simple strategy pays multiple dividends. It's relationship building. And here's the second takeaway. Don't expect your supervisor to come up with all the answers. You are supposed to be an independent researcher. It's your PhD. A good supervisor is supposed to guide you, not lead you. So prepare before contact, make a list of everything you want to discuss, and record the conversation. Here's the third takeaway. Don't just make a list of things you need help on. Be creative and make some suggestions, even if you have no idea if they're relevant or not. This at least shows you are trying to be creative and innovative. In other words, you lead the conversation, not the supervisor. And here's the fourth takeaway in terms of communication with your supervisor. As you discuss solutions to your problems, make sure you create time frames. Here, agree with your supervisor when you will resubmit your work. Your supervisor will respect you if you time frame when you plan to resubmit new work and amendments. Also, It shows you respect their time. By the way, and please don't make this mistake ever. When you reply in writing, don't ever address him or her by their first name. This really ticks them off. They've studied for years to earn their PhD, just like you are doing now. They've earned the right to be addressed as Dr. Whatever, and for heaven's sake, make sure you spell their surname correctly. You may think this is obvious, right? It happens a lot, and I've seen some angry responses from supervisors and professors. So respect them. They've earned their PhD, despite what you may think of the way they support or help you. There are many more aspects relating to these 2 tips which I will share with you in the next few weeks. If you have a problem right now, if you are stuck right now, simply click on the link below and contact me. I promise to get back to you within 24 hours. And please remember to enter your name and email address when you contact me. Please free to add a message. And finally, and this is important, if you just need some simple advice or help, then it's free. I really enjoy actually interacting with my viewers. I'm not going to charge you for just some simple advice. If you want me to help and guide you more actively and spend more time with you, providing I'm not too busy, then I will be very happy to work together with you and make sure you get your doctorate, you earn your PhD. My PhD students pay me $20 an hour. For some students this may sound expensive, right? Yes, it is, especially when you're on a limited budget, but you won't believe what we can pack into 1 hour. For $20, try me. You'll be amazed at how much we can fix. Majority of my students only contacted me after failing a part of their PhD program and having to pay thousands of dollars to retake a course. I'm right here. So please check me out on my website now and contact me. To date, I'm very proud to say that none of my PhD students have failed. They have all achieved success. For me, this is my real reward. When you call me, at the moment you are awarded your PhD, wow, it's a beautiful moment. Both of us will never forget it. But this is all about you. It's all about your PhD. So please contact me. Finally, thank you so much. Thank all of you for so much for sharing your time with me. And until the next time, goodbye.